Hey Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Nine Souls. We're gonna just chat real quick with everyone in the pavilion to make sure we don't have any missed dialogue. Normal robot assistant. Okay. We saw Kalfu before, didn't have any dialogue, but I'm gonna just double check with that his talk doesn't have anything new for us. And I'm only doing this because Shenong actually did have like unprompted dialogue when I tried to chat with him.
With a craftsman like me around, you can leave all equipment-related problems to me. Don't forget that all upgrades and modifications will require Jin.
Alright, speaking of which, we did get a herb catalyst, so let's go ahead and upgrade our pipe while we're passing through. That should still leave us with plenty enough money to buy that reciprocation jade from Chio, but first let's do this dialogue with Xuan Xuan.
I heard the news from Anong. Thank you. If it weren't for you, who knows what would have happened to the village?
Relax. The people in the village might not be the brightest, but they aren't as weak as you think. Also, Shenong might not say he doesn't care, but given his disposition, he wouldn't have acted if he hadn't. If I hadn't.
You wouldn't have acted if I hadn't? No, whatever.
He'll come out and save everyone, right? Anong is just like you, saying one thing while meaning another.
Don't be silly. He isn't just like me. Let's leave it there. I have urgent matters to attend to.
Okay, anything else for you to say, Xuan Xuan? No, I guess you'll react to us saving the village from the giant worm. Alright, Chio, let's buy that really expensive reciprocation jade. Transfers part of your internal damage to the enemy after a successful unbound encounter, punishing the enemy and diffusing a dangerous situation. So I am now realizing, because I didn't actually read the description of this, this was the one I think I was looking for in our inventory before we fought Fushi and Nua. And, I mean, that is amazing, especially if we combo it with the triple slash is faster but does internal damage. I can imagine that must be like a pretty solid speedrunning setup. Maybe not the best. I don't know what the best would be. Probably whatever gives us bow charges if I had to guess. And Shenong, you have nothing else to say, right? Oh, right, we got a poison for you, porcine gem. Let's go ahead and give that and see if we get an upgraded, well, let's see if we get more HP from this. I'm not sure. Like I said, we probably have at least one more poison to find in the research center, I would assume.
This tastes just like candy. Are you trying to trick me? No, those were the gallstones of a Dengheng boar, which have a really high heavy metal content. It's breaking apart in my mouth now. Bitter on the outside, but surprisingly sweet on the inside.
Huh?
What? You crushed it with your teeth? It's practically made of metal. What? I always crush hard candies between my teeth.
You and me both, Shenong. I do that often. Okay, we do get another HP up. Awesome. All right, let's see what this dialogue will be. Let's see. Last time he was like drunkenly admitting to something terrible that he's done. I'm not sure what, but he was like, he was like, what have I done?
What a pity. If the guru could have lived a couple more years, she would have been able to see all this. You can go and tell all the other villagers. They don't really need to know. I thought I knew the whole truth. I suspected the shaman was hiding an entire peach grove behind the mountains. But this is completely different from anything I had imagined. Ignorance can sure be nice at times, eh? Huh, you're drunk. I thought you wanted to prove you were right, even if it spelt the end of your life. You know, maybe ignorance is kind of bliss. You know, maybe ignorance is kind of bliss.
All right. Cool. One more HP. Maximum health increased. Excellent. I assume you have nothing else to say? Okay. Cool, cool. Let us go. Let's see. We have more with the village, so why don't we finish the village plot line to the best of our ability first, and then we'll go re-exploring the other place. Harness Force Jade. Like, if I can equip Reciprocation Jade, I mean, that's easy. We remove Swift Descent, and there we go. I can now transfer internal damage to other enemies if I unbounded parry, which I have been doing a lot of. So that actually sounds incredible. All right, in theory, our last note should be the 8-man village, so hopefully we are going to the correct place. Yep, there we are. Okay, so let's go see what the issue is. I'm curious what this big worm is going to be. Oh, look, they've made a little village, and someone looks either really drunk or very poisoned.
You fool. Oh, right. So, You fool. Who said you could run off like that? I told you 1,000,000 times. Ah, the Divine One has arrived.
What's this problem you're having?
To tell you the truth, we have not had the day. To tell you the truth, we have not had day or night ever since those beasts tore the sky apart. Our farmland can no longer yield anything. I have been sending our strongest men to hunt in order to gather more food. This foolish child, after learning of our arrangement, ran off alone to the Forbidden Cave to help. He was feverish and talked about how a big yellow snake bit him when he returned.
A big yellow snake? Dragon snake shouldn't be yellow.
It has been several days of non-stop vomiting and diarrhea. If this condition persists, it'll fry his brain. Please, you must know a way to cure his ailment.
Ape-men diseases. I wouldn't know where to start.
It's a good thing the Master of Poisons, Anong Shenong, is here to save the day yet again, because he definitely doesn't care about any of these people. Not at all.
It's not a disease. It's snake venom. I know about that yellow snake, and I know how to brew an antidote. I just need someone to kill it and bring me its venom sac.
Anong, my boy, so you know a cure.
Is it that snake you've kept going on about? The one you could never win against? That's hogwash. It would have been easy if it weren't for those razor sharp fangs.
You know, the thing that makes you lose against it, apparently.
I know. Just tell me where it is and I'll give it a try. I last saw it slithering near a tiny lake inside the Forbidden Cave. That's a bit too vague. Why don't you wait for me back at the Four Seasons Pavilion? I'll come back when I have something for you. Remember to get the venom sac.
We'll leave it to you, Divine One.
I'm getting better at just transitioning my hand into position.
My child, you must endure.
Still not the best voice from in my throat, but
So foolish, just like when I was your age.
I guarantee you she is the shaman. I'm waiting for that big reveal, and Shenong's gonna have this weird like, but I trusted you, and then I hated you. What do I do with these untenable emotions? That is definitely how Shenong will talk about the situation, I'm sure. I wonder, will we find more of the Dusk Guard here, or have we cleared them all out and such? I assume there will be at least some enemies, right? It is weird to see. Oh, you know what? Look, that's Yi's. Wait a minute, Kiwi. I think I know why Yi has regrets. Okay, think about it. Every Sol has had statues in their, like, designated zone. And Yi's designated zone is right next to the Ape-Man facilities. What if Yi was the reason? Because that was a Yi statue, I think. What if Yi was the reason the Ape-Man were like collected and harvested for food, or whatever it is that they're being used for? I bet that's what it is, because like think about it. Why would like Yi is the Sol of this region? He would have been the one who directly knew about the Ape-Men and their circumstances, at least prior to being disowned by Agong, I suppose is how I'll phrase that. You know, I'm gonna be fancy and extra for some reason. I don't know if this will work, but there we go. Yep, I just wanted to do that. Completely unnecessary, just to prove a point. I don't know what that point was, but at least I can feel cool about it. But yeah, I'm calling it now. Yi is the cause of the Ape-Man village being what it is. Oh, that was an easy snake. Yellow Dragonstone Venom Sac. The venom sac of a giant yellow dragon snake that resided in the Forbidden Cave. It can be handed over to Shenong to make an antidote. Dragon snakes aren't normally venomous. Ecological hazards may have breached the damaged boundaries of the livestock area, affecting life in the village. Just, yeah, again, like every Sol has been responsible for one section of New Kunlun. Kalfu was the generator that controlled the energy system. Gomong was the food, like the agricultural zone. Jitong was the warriors in the transmutation furnace. What's his face? The old guy, I'm forgetting his name. Oh gosh. Waluigi. We're just gonna call him Waluigi because I can't remember what his actual name was. He was the warehouse district. Then we had Aegon in charge of the research and development, I presume. And we had the Fangs, who were in charge of kind of like the living quarters of everyone in like the party district. So yeah, I'm calling it now. Yi is the cause of all of this. Well, of the 8-man facility specifically. And that would explain so much about his kind of like regrets and feelings around Xuan and Shenong and the 8-man village as a whole. I guess probably what happened was Aegon and Jitong probably took over after the fact because Yi was eliminated, let's say. That's gonna be my guess. All right, we're heading back to the pavilion. Inevitably, we will have more conversation with Xuan, and we'll have dialogue with Shenong as well. It feels like they always have, like, Xuan, because of all the things we've kind of like stockpiled into his backlog of talking points, he always has something new to say. I'm just scanning to the left before I scan to the right for him, because that boy moves. That boy goes everywhere. You never know where you're gonna find him on a given basis. Oh, there you are. Oh, hello. Are you making a Shanghai? Okay, I'm really curious about this. I didn't know you could make a Shanghai. What are you doing here, kiddo? He looks very proud of it.
Yi, let me unveil my new creation. Ta-da! A future predictor.
What is this monstrosity?
Rude. This machine is the culmination of everything I've learned.
And what is it supposed to do?
It's a future predictor. It predicts the future. It's dangerous out there. It's dangerous out there. Take this. It's dangerous out there, so I thought this might help.
A predictor, you say? How does it work?
It's just a robot that generates random responses. I think it can be pretty accurate sometimes. Try it for yourself. I'll turn it on for you.
All right, Kiwi, does it have a fish? First question, does it have a fish? It has a fish! Yes! I was so excited about the fish that I forgot to say things in his voice.
Wait, this is a Shanghai 9000. Where did you get these parts?
It's from Kalfu's area. Oh, you got them from...
I got them from Chio.
Don't tell me he dismantled them. All that Jin wasted.
Do you know who these parts belong to? Sometimes I can hear them pleading for mercy. It's pretty creepy.
I probably shouldn't have said it's pleading. Sometimes I hear them pleading for mercy in such a happy voice. I did miss its dialogue, so unfortunately. Loading divination results. You will lose your next battle I missed it. It's too fast. Don't worry, I get lost all the time. This is cute. You will be surrounded on all sides and hacked to death. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's all of them. Okay, it's all of the little fish people we've seen. Okay. Your fortune says that you will fall into a trap and die a miserable death. Well, I'm not trying to be mean. All right, they don't give me enough time to read it out loud quickly enough, but this is cute. I like this. You will be surrounded on all sides and hacked to death. Oh wait, you already said that. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Man, it's been a while since we've done a Shanghai. All right, where did Xuan wind up this time? Hello, boyo. All right, I guess you don't have anything to say until we rescue the village again. I really would like to know like how we were supposed to get up here. I assume it's something Xuan related because things that change with the pavilion are usually linked to him. All right, here you go, Shenong. Give us the goods.
Just what I needed. Damn it, how did you get so Just what I needed. Damn it, how did you get so agile? Practice makes perfect. There's really no way around it. Okay, so how do we make the antidote? Remember how I'm immune to poisons? I don't know the reason either. But when I ingest poison, my body neutralizes the toxins. Whatever I expel ends up being an antidote. Give me the venom sac and I'll show you.
So how exactly do we expel the antidote? Is it... I really hope it's not excrement.
Wait, what? Did you just say you were going to swallow it and... no. What? Never heard of mouth-chewing wine before?
Oh, gross. That's definitely better than where I was going, or was worried about. Like, was it going to be his sweat? Was it going to be his feces or his urine? No, it's just his vomit. His vomit is probably the least upsetting option here, honestly, frankly. I mean, probably blood would be less upsetting, but ugh, gross.
I I'm not blind. That wasn't just chewing. You literally pew. Why are you making such a big fuss? You didn't mind the other drinks I brewed up.
Oh,
The other. So all this time, everything I've had with you was brewed in this manner. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what of it? Like I said, no one brews like how I brew. It's a little too late to be disgusted now. You liked what I had to serve up at the end of the day, right? All done. All done. This will nullify.
Oh my goodness, I can't say this line.
This will nullify the snake venom. Give it to that unfortunate boy.
Why don't you just give it to him yourself?
No way, I wasn't the one who hunted down that snake. Why should I take the credit?
You're the only one who can make this antidote. You at least deserve some credit.
Yeah, right. That's not how they think. Right now you're the hero, and I'm the outsider.
You can be so stubborn. Fine, but this is the last time I'm doing this. It's interesting, the more my throat gets shredded by the Shenong voice, the more Yi and Shenong start sounding the same. Yellow Dragon Snake Medicinal Brew. The snake venom antidote made by Shenong can be handed over to the shaman to heal any affected villagers. The brewing process may seem unhygienic, but Shenong's brews really do have incredible healing effects. Mouth chewing wine, I believe I've heard of that before. That does not mean I would ever want to consume it. I mean, I barely want to consume wine. Frankly, the only wine I consume is in my cooking. And so I feel like, I don't know, maybe the acidity of the stomach acid improves flavor somehow, but I just feel like I wouldn't be able to taste anything other than the stomach acid and the bile, and I'm thinking about this way too hard about it, Kiwi, and I'm gonna stop now because I don't want to think about it anymore. I actually have a terrible story in relationship to this, and now I'm thinking about it. So here we go. There was one time where I accidentally ate someone's vomit. And scene.
Oh, you're back! I mean, praise the coming of the Divine One! We are eternally grateful!
You can skip that last part. Every second counts when saving a life. Here's the antidote.
What? There really was an antidote? Thank you! Thank you! There's so few left of us, so we must try and...
Give him the antidote first. You'll have all the time to say thank you later.
Maybe I just leave that vomit story as is and never talk about it again.
His fever is gone and his rash is receding. Thank the heavens. Thank you. Thank you so much for lending a helping hand.
You should be thanking someone else.
Anang?
Oops. Oh, I didn't know I had a photo button. That was an accident.
So you knew from the very beginning.
Kiwi, how many times have you accidentally taken photos on your Switch while trying to pause? I laugh every time it happens to either of us, but it happens with alarming frequency.
Also, what happened to your reverent tone? Did you forget to worship me?
Oh, now you want it, Yi?
Your humble subject has severely wronged you, Divine One. Please forgive this egregious transgression.
Now you're giving me a headache.
You are so, fickle on this, Yi. You want praise, you don't want praise. Make up your mind.
If gods really existed, why would anyone have to suffer? You should just talk to me normally.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. It would take little for those outsiders to destroy us.
Huh. So that's how it is. You already knew the truth behind Peach Blossom Village and the outside world.
I had an inkling. I used to be just like Anang, full of doubt, or should I say curiosity? But my awakening happened early, when I found out about those outside the village and the worlds beyond our world.
Does anyone else know?
I was the only one left, but we never expected all this to happen to us.
Well, the situation has changed. You won't be able to protect your village by simply obeying us gods.
What else can we do?
Find a way to protect yourselves.
All right. Anything else there, Miss Shaman?
What?
I punched the mic twice. I am so sorry.
What should we do?
I don't know how well the sigh gets picked up on the microphone. I was listening to the post recording to the newest stream I did with that voice, and it just did not. The microphone decided, nope, this is too loud. Not gonna record it at all, which is unfortunate. All right, we're heading back to the pavilion. Presumably we are done with the 8-man storyline for now. It feels like there's still something left, given, like, I feel like we're gonna be mending bridges for Shenong and the shaman, maybe, or the village as a whole. I'm not really sure. So let's see if we can find Xuan one more time and see if he has anything extra to add, because he so very often does. Nothing with the fortune teller. Oh, look at you, you're potterying again. Hooray. You have anything to say about that?
Are you feeling okay, Yi? It's dangerous out there, so stay safe.
You know what I'm probably gonna do, because I keep thinking about it? I'm gonna look up how I'm supposed to get that treasure up there and figure it out off camera, of course, but maybe we can do that in the next episode. All right, Shenong, what have you got to say now?
What's troubling you so deeply that even alcohol can't alleviate it? Nothing, just some complicated feelings. People from the village have been coming to me, asking me to make medicines and antidotes. What a pain in the ass. I'm not really the benevolent type. But they keep begging, so I always end up helping.
He's a good guy. He's just a cranky old man, too.
Some old geezer brought me some newly made bedding to thank me. They also mended the holes in a few of my clothes.
What clothes? You wear rope and leaves.
I'm not used to the other villagers treating me like this.
Oh, I guess you do have pants. I guess I forgot about that. But still, you barely wear clothes, my man.
If they're treating you well, what's there to worry about? I was thinking, if I got along with those stupid villagers, what would the guru think of me? That guru again. You mentioned that name a lot. Ha! You have no idea how frustrated she could get. She knew about everything and suspected that there was something going on in our village. No one believed her. They thought she had gone insane. One day she found a secret passage deep inside the Forbidden Cave. She said she was going to unveil the truth and impress everyone. I wanted to go along, but no matter what, she wouldn't let me. That was the last time I ever saw her. Chances are she bumped into a god. The ignorant villagers started saying she was spirited away for her insolence. Before I knew it, we had already chosen a shaman for the village. They used the guru's story to intimidate everyone into following the rules. What a crock of shit. Is that why you're always wandering around? Are you trying to find her? At first I did, but the more I witnessed, the less hope I had of her being alive. Whatever, at least I got as far as here. The guru didn't teach me all those things in vain. I just need to get stronger. Maybe one day I won't have to rely on others. You can always go on your own journey.
Okay, yeah, they're very much blending together now.
You can always go on your own journey. You can always go on your own journey. Journey. But you can't even begin to imagine the loneliness you'll have to endure. You have to be sure it's what you want.
I wonder why he has that opinion. Well, every journey has an ending eventually, and hopefully it ends with those you love. Or being surrounded by those you love, I suppose. Alright, well, I think that's about it for the 8-Man Village dialogue. Is there anything else I want to do? I mean, I feel with, like, how long this episode's running, or, like, where we are in the episode, why don't I actually pause for a second? I'll look up where to find whatever we need to get up to that treasure chest that I got through cheese gimmicks, and we'll do that. So, Kiwi, I'm gonna pause the episode. I'll be right back. Alright, Kiwi, in theory, I need to find a seed that will grow us a tree. And the place where we find that, to no one's surprise, is the greenhouse. So apparently there was, once I drained some water from this area, there was a pot that I had access to that if I broke, I would find a secret seed. So let's go and see if we can find that. I was told it's pretty much directly above the root node in this, probably in this pot right here. Yep, that looks right. All right, well that was pretty easy to come by, so let's go ahead and see. Unknown seed, a Solarian artifact that can be gifted to Xuan. The seed was found in the greenhouse. Due to genetic modification, it's hard to determine what it'll grow into. All right, well, I got myself some Jin, may as well go ahead and collect that too. It's only, it's 45, it adds up, right, Kiwi? All right, back to the pavilion. And let's see what we get now. In the meantime, what do I have to talk about? So I talked about the pizza we made. We also made a stir fry with more Swiss chard and soy sauce and ginger and garlic. We comboed that with a delicious teriyaki mushrooms, some brown rice, and our go-to tofu dish that we make a lot. All right, Xuan, here's your unknown seed. Don't eat it. Don't let Shenong eat it either.
Whoa, is that a seed you're holding? Is it for me?
That was my original plan, but now that I've brought it back, I'm not so sure.
I'm really like, it's weird. The British accent is also wearing off with my throat getting tired.
Why? I'll keep it alive this time, I promise.
Oh, it sounds like he's had a bad history with plants, maybe.
Really? The vegetables in your backyard never seem to last for long.
You got me there. I don't get it. The seasons always change so frequently, and before I even realize it, my crops always dry up.
I don't mind some dead crops. I just happen to remember that I picked this up from the greenhouse.
Come on, then. Let's plant it. This is such a big place, so why not give it some greenery? I think it would look good. I think it would look perfect in the courtyard, personally.
Don't just make these decisions on your own.
We're gonna go plant it anyway, because my goodness, he is a sucker for Xuan's whims. Oh, look at that. He's got a little watering can. Where do you get that from?
That seed is as big as the palm of your hand. I bet it'll grow some really big fruits.
I'm not sure. This came from Gomang, so I'm pretty sure she put plenty of effort into it. She always takes it to the extreme. Once, in order to speed up her experimental process, she bred a scorpion to grow trees.
What? Oh, okay. She bred a scorpion to grow trees. Times as fast. Okay, I was confused.
Gomang. She always takes it to the extreme. Once, in order to speed up her experimental process, she bred a scorpion to grow 3 times as fast. That little monster ended up crawling out of its incubator and swallowed everyone else's subjects. That's why I don't really know what this will grow into.
This time I'll make sure to water it regularly so it'll grow big and healthy.
There is such a thing as overwatering, Xuan. I learned that as a kid, and I was very sad about it.
Were you even listening? Fine, but if anything happens, you must get Abacus to contact me, okay?
Got it. If scorpions end up coming out of it, I'll cook them up for you next time.
That is not what I meant.
Oh, Xuan, you are too pure for this world. I have no suitable items, so I can't give you anything else. Okay, so the reason why I checked was, so I was looking through our inventory in here, and I saw that of kind of like all the quest items we've collected over time, I have 2 GM fertilizers that I, in theory, should be able to grow this fancy plant. I guess we just can't give them to Xuan yet. So what if I teleport to the last node, come back to the pavilion, and see what happens? Maybe it has to grow. Maybe the plant has to grow a little bit before we actually get it. It can give the GM fertilizer. That might also be quite possible. But doesn't hurt to go back and forth a couple times and find out, right, Kiwi? All right, let's see. Let's see what else there is to offer. All right, if we go back, do we get any extra dialogue? And if not, I'm going to end the episode here either way. My throat needs a little bit of healing. I've got a nice mug of tea sitting to my right. I drank some before this episode, and I'm going to drink some afterwards. Probably still want to record one Hades before the day ends. Oh, hey, Kiwi, look, he made more pottery. I think it's becoming Uncle Chubby. Look at the ears. Oh no, I'm not gonna touch it. Oh, look at that. He's got like a little pedestal of all the pottery he's made. That's really cute. And we do have a grown plant. Okay, excellent. All right, one last bit of paper shredder to the throat before we call it a night, I suppose.
Isn't your tree growing a little too quickly?
Isn't it great? It's coming along really nicely.
I have a bad feeling about this. Let's chop some of it down and use it as firewood. I agree.
Oh, you're back.
We don't know how this genetically modified plant came to be. We should dispose of it as soon as possible.
No! 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 I worked so hard to get it to this size.
All you did was water it a couple times.
You think this can grow all the way to the Heavenly Palace, Yi? They say that those living in the Heavenly Palace eat magic peaches that let you live forever.
Don't believe those baseless fairy tales. Don't believe those baseless fairy tales. And everyone thought I was nuts when I told them the real world lay outside the village. Don't worry, Xuan. When I find them magic peaches, I'll be sure to pick some up for you to try. Just don't cause any trouble. Ugh.
All right, cool. Can I give you GM fertilizer now? I can. Okay, there we go. Hand over GM fertilizer. Yi goes immediately from, we should chop this down and get rid of it because we don't know the danger it will cause, to, let's make it even bigger. Let's feed it and make it even bigger and probably more threatening.
Yee, what's that funky thing you've got? That funky smelling thing you've got there?
This is GM fertilizer that helps crops grow bigger.
Can I have some? My tree hasn't been growing lately.
It literally, like, increased in size by like 10 times since the last time we were here, Xuanzhan. What do you mean it hasn't been growing lately?
Are you still looking after that tree? I did say it was of unknown origin.
But this is the first time I've ever managed to grow something this successfully.
Sure, then, here you go. Be very careful with it, though. It's a potent mix of several different medicinal ingredients, so it should never be ingested.
I got it. I'm not the type of person who tries to...
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not the type of person who tries things just to see what they taste like.
I feel like I'm being called out here. I feel like, oh, okay. At least he gets it.
But you are.
I would taste it. I would probably taste it. Although if it's fertilizer, I'd probably think it's poop. And that's definitely a place where I draw the line. I would not eat poop, not willingly. All right, Kiwi. Let's not talk about how the entire world is covered in a thin layer of poop and we eat poop all the time without realizing it. Let's not think about that gross reality. I love you and I will see you in the next one. I hope you're sleeping well and I hope that this message does not infect your dreams and give you a really uncomfortable dream. We're just gonna end the episode. Bye, Kiwi. Sleep well. Love you. Bye.